Hello, my name is Jacek Ziemba and I'm a producer at The Medium.
Yeah, and my name is Wojciech Piejko, and I'm a lead designer here at Bloober.
Well, first of all, congratulations with the release of the game. I'm a huge fan of you guys. I played, Layers of Fear, Part One and Two, also Blair Witch. But this game seems very, very different, man, compared to the other games, man. What was the reason why you wanted to go to that route instead of the traditional past games that you guys worked on?
Oh, thank you very much. Of course, it's flattering for us. So thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of medium, this project was here at Bloober even before me and Jacek start working here. So the idea came to crazy minds of our bosses, Piotr and Marlena Babieno. And at first, I think it was like 8 or 9 years ago. And the first iteration was supposed to be a platformer game, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the project evolved into a 3D uh, dual world game. But those iteration was with, let's say, normal cameras, because in Medium we are right now using fixed camera angles. Yeah, so that iteration also didn't work super well because players got troubles with paying attention with the both words, and when player was rotating the camera and two words were rotating, it causes some kind of a motion sickness in
Mm-hmm.
some players.
Yeah.
So yeah, the project was here at Bloober. The technology was there to display two words, but the technology wasn't so powerful back then. So the game have to be with made with super simplified graphics, for example,
Mm-hmm.
like a cell shading or something. And the long story short is that after we finished the Observer, our boss Peter gathered us and say, "Okay, guys, here is our old prototypes and stuff like this. I would really like to pull it off to create this crazy game with the two words. And here are some fundamentals of the story. But of course, you guys can take your own take on it." And we did.
Yeah, so you ask why the game is different because of the two worlds. Yeah, well, we thought, okay, how we can create two worlds at the same time gameplay, and we thought, okay, FPP, oh no, motion sickness again. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a TPP with free camera, no motion sickness again. Yeah, and you will not focus on two worlds at the same time. Yeah. So we thought, okay, it should be like TPP, but with semi-fixed cameras, with more cinematic experience, and with more, old Japanese survival horror vibes that we are both really love.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from this, yeah. Like we know, okay, this game, because of this feature of this type of gameplay, it needs to be really, really different from everything we've done before.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm a huge fan of, like I said, your games, and I noticed that there was a lot of remind me a lot of the old games from back in the days, horror games of like Resident Evil and a little bit of Silent Hill, and I felt like also had like some new ones too from Remedy games, Alan Wake and Control. So when I played, I was like, man, this is pretty cool, man. But I love the changes where you go to different worlds. Can you explain how the concept came about from that too? Because that's a very new way to play the horror games.
Yes, so of course we were, trying to, when we knew that we need to deliver the game that supports the world. And that was the main topic of the game, because with every game we build, we are building around like a central motive. Yeah, so for example, Layers of Fear that you mentioned was a game, of course it's a spooky house with a painter, but at its heart, it's a, story about your sacrificing your family for work, as
Mm-hmm.
the painter did. And with the medium, we knew that there will be a game about the perspectives, about different points of view, about the duality. So even with the gameplay, we knew that we want to, build on that. Yeah. So we build a game that flows between words. So you are always have to do something in one word to have a result in the other, like ranging from, of course, puzzle to stealth mechanics also. Yes. So Marianne has some powers that you can use in a spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, you can, create a spirit blast there to create an electricity in a normal world. And when we get to, for example, monster encounters, we also created like a dual version of it. Yeah, so in a spirit world, you can defend yourself. You can use the same spirit blast that I mentioned, but this time you can fight off the monster. Say goodbye to Troy. But in a normal world, you have to, outsmart him. Yeah? He's blind there, but you also can see it. Yeah, I'm referring to him as to Troy, but the monster is it, of course.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool, man. But what you could tell us about the main character, because there's probably people that still haven't played this game and would like to know more about it. So what you could tell us about her?
So you play as Marianne. Yes, she's a medium, and she's more like an outcast. We like to say like she's a badass, but with really warm heart or big heart, because she is too alive for the ghost world and maybe a little too dead for the living world. So she's not part of any. So she need to be tough to survive, like in our reality, where mostly nobody understand her. So she need to be tough, she need to be cynical. But when we play the game with her, we starting to understand why it's happening, and like and also that she's really good person that want to help people or help ghosts.
Yeah, I think, as an outcast, torn between realities, and as Jacek said, never been part of any of those worlds. She needs something that, she can attach to. She wants to do something good to find her place in these crazy worlds. So she, helps other spirits to pass on. So we are often calling her like a spirit doctor sometimes, spirit psychiatrist. That's Marianne. Yeah, and she has been, haunted by visions of a child murder. And during the game, you will try to solve this mystery.
Yeah. I have a couple people that I know, and also me included. We will like call each other because we will get stuck in a certain puzzle in the game, right? And one of them, I was like, "Hey, man, you just gotta read the items that you find in the game too, because it's a mystery game. So it's not like you just walk around and that's it. You finish the game. No, you have to take your time and read the items that you get, right? So do you think that's the best advice? You think I gave a good advice to my friends that they're playing this game and are stuck? Do you think that's the right way?
Yeah, because you can of course finish the game and like this is it. Yeah, but when you try to go to every corner to find every item, to read everything, there you will have more knowledge about the story, more knowledge about the characters, that maybe some things can be more clear for you. Yeah. So of course this is better way. Yeah.
We at Bloober are trying to be a storytellers. So in terms of the emphasis that we put during designing the game, we are putting everything on the story, and the medium is another example of this approach. Yes, so first we are working on the scenario, then designers and scriptwriters are turning this movie almost like a movie script into a game. Reading, licking all the walls and looking for additional clues. I think it pays off not only to find a solution to a puzzle, but to overall immerse into a world of our games.
Yeah. Another thing too. I feel like the music. By the way, super well done in this game. I love the music and I love the voice acting in this game. Like, how was the process of that too? Because I feel like you need to have the right voices for this type of game, so you could feel like the experience overall. So how was that with the music and voice acting?
So with the voices, of course, with the casting, of course, we have like really big problem because we want to have actors doing mock-up and face mock-up and voice recording even in the same time, but because of the virus, it was impossible. So for one character, it's like several actors, like maybe two for movement.
Yeah, like old games. Yeah.
Yeah, other for face, and maybe the same for a voice. So it was hard. Yeah, and we do most of the mock-up
remotely.
Remotely, yeah.
Yeah.
So and with the voices, so we need to match the actors with their appearance to appearance of our face models. They're Polish actors, to have similarities in the face structure. So it was first problem, that we need to fight with it, and then find, of course, the voice, the voice of the character. And with the main character, with the Marianne, we seek and we thought, okay, maybe we have this, but we wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we work with the Omuk studio. They have studio in London and in LA, and we work with them. The demo of the game that was, that we showing at the closed door at that time, and we can find the voice, and then Mark Isdale, the chief of Omuk, say, okay, I have one more idea, maybe this will work, and he sent us. It was like crappy, video, it wasn't like really because of the virus, etc. And we watched the actress and we thought, like she's great, and we write to Mark, like this is, we will take her, and he said, it's the same actress that record for your demo,
So it was a destiny. So her name is Kelly Berg. He did a great job. So thank you, Kelly. Congratulations.
And for the monster, because I don't want to spoil anything more about other characters, so I can also only talk about the monster. We also really seek who can, fulfill our crazy idea how the monster should work. And then somebody in company say, okay, so maybe we should talk with Troy Baker, but not, for some male character or some protagonist. Maybe let's talk about being a monster, being antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And we, meet him, show him the game, show him the idea for the monster, and he really like it. Then, because of the virus, we meet remotely, talk about how we perceive the monster, how it should works, with the voice and emotions, because the main, topic of the game is duality. So also the monster can be like, sometimes very sad, and in a split second, like aggressive nightmare that want to kill you. And we told this to Troy, and he said, okay, I will go to my booth and I will show you how I think we can do this. And he starts talking like, like
a psychopath.
Like a frightened little girl, and in a second, like, he want to kill us, and we were blown away, because each of us has this idea how this monster should be heard, and it was like perfect,
first take, goosebumps on our hands, and say, okay, Troy,
like this is it, like we will take you, because we don't want to take, of course, Troy only because like he's recognizable and he voice acting in very large games, etc. No, we want to find really good voice, and like he was just perfect match. Like it was a little crazy.
He was of course interested in the project because of Akira Yamaoka. They were playing together before, so for us it was a perfect match. And Troy is an amazing actor. What he's doing with his vocal cords is crazy. It's just crazy. When he sent us the recordings after the first session, our audio department told us, oh no, he must have been pitching his voice or something, and we are saying, no, he's doing this with his vocal cords. And they took the project, opened it, it's a shit, this is clear. Wow, he's crazy.
So everything you hear in the game, it's mostly pure Troy.
Wow, that's crazy, because a lot of studios will mix it down and add some special effects, and that's his actual voice. That's impressive. That's very impressive.
We've been blown away, really.
So we only add some river or something, but we don't touch it anymore because it was just done.
So if you will hear it, Troy, hands down.
Thank you. So about the music, maybe Wojtek, you will say something more
about the music. All right, sure. The music is also one of the best parts of the game. So of course, working with Akira, it was for us as a horror fans, as an ordinary guys, it was like a meeting a legend.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when I first heard that, okay, Wojtek, you will go to Tokyo, and after the work on the booth, and you will have to meet Akira Yamaoka at the restaurant and show him, the medium. I was, wow, it was like dream coming true. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we were there with our boss, and yeah, I was sitting there. My hands were shaking, and I was hoping that Akira will like the game that we are showing
Yeah.
showing him right now. Yeah, and yeah, he watched our footage from the game. Put down the headphones and said, "Okay, guys, it's cool." Yeah,
I want
and I
to
was
work
just,
on this game.
whoa. Yeah, and then we ended up, sitting in a pub, drinking beers and talking about music. So for me, it was like like a crazy trip. Yeah, it's surrealistic trip. Yeah, and then Akira came to Poland to kick off the project, and he met with our composer Arkadiusz Rejkowski, who is also very, very unique and very good emotional musician.
Yeah.
And yeah, they connect very easily because, of course, we are all fans here at Bloober of Akira's work,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they co-created this with duality in mind. Yes, Troy, was playing like two voices. Those two composers were composing from each of the world. So Akira Yamaoka is mostly responsible for the music of the spirit world, while Arek Rejkowski is mostly, responsible for the normal world music, to better create the vibe of these old grim Polish times. And yeah, and when their skills connected and they prepared like an adaptive music that connects with each other, it sometimes works as layers.
Mm-hmm.
And whoa, crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love them, and I love the soundtrack they created for the game.
Without this soundtrack, the game will not pull off. Yeah, like we really aim to heavy atmosphere, to disturb you, to feel dread, and with their soundtrack, we managed to do it as we like. Yeah, as we really wanted. Yeah, so really hands down for the both of the composers because their work is awesome.
Yeah, they create everything very emotional, sometimes ambient, sometimes very cinematic music for the cutscenes and for all those scenes, and even record some songs with Mary Elizabeth. I don't want to spoil, but there is a scene in the game where when I can hear her singing. Yeah, it's a very, very emotional and great moment in my opinion.
Yeah, like without good music and good use of silence, the horror game doesn't exist.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally agree. Totally agree. I think the music is phenomenal. I really enjoy it too, man. And like you said, it is part of the experience. But when is the right moment in the game to be silent? Because sometimes you need that too, like you said, right? So when is like the right time for that? Because it's sometimes I feel like the mistake that a lot of companies do when they create a game is they put too much music and no silence. It could be scary without music, right? So.
Yeah, especially when when you hear your own footsteps and some noises are moving from the background to and they are almost thrown at you, and you are more afraid. In our game, I think it's used, for example, when Marianne enters the hotel for the first time. There is a music during the cutscene, and she enters it, and it's almost silent. Yeah, you can only hear her footsteps, an echo in the hallway, and you are getting nervous,
Yeah,
because of that. Yeah, and then something drops somewhere, and whoa.
Yeah, like in a slow moment, I think, so when you want to emphasize that the character is alone, that you're alone here, like nobody helps you. If something happened, like you're on your own. So this is one of the good use of silence to emphasize that, and sometimes with the danger, but mostly music only helps because it puts you in the right tempo,
the right mood.
Yeah, in the right mood. Yeah, but the use of silence, it's mostly to emphasize the loneliness in some way.
Yeah, it's also helps to build up the tension. Yeah, because we were making this mistake, I think, before in our games, like throwing too much at the players sometimes, like too much jump scares or too much too fast music to pump you up. But yeah, after few minutes of pumping and pumping, you're okay. That's becomes even boring. Yeah.
Mm.
So with Medium we try to build not only fear but trying to disturb our players. To slowly build the tension and then drop it. uh,
What
and surprise the players. Yep.
Yeah, what was there anything now that the game just came out? Was there anything that surprised you online? Because as devs, the first thing you're gonna do, oh, let me go on social media and see what people are saying about the game. Was there anything that surprised you while of
You
other
know,
people
mhm.
playing the game?
Like we also do now and before the premiere a lot of interviews, and some of them are with the people that finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
And what surprised, I think, the most, it was like the people really understand what we want to do. Like, we talk each other like for 4 years about everything in this game, and then somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't know the company, never be here,
Mm-hmm.
told you the same things, and then you have like, whoa, you really understand it. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, and I understand too because when you have a concept, you're like, man, do you think other people are gonna get it, or are they gonna be lost
Yeah.
completely?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be very, very scary once the product is out there, So it's cool. It's really, really cool, man. Is the soundtrack available on like other places on streaming services to listen to? 'Cause I really enjoy the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it should be everywhere now, on
everywhere.
every streaming, everywhere, on any streaming,
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah,
thing.
I
Yeah.
even heard some rumors about the physical releases. So
Oh,
fingers crossed. Yeah.
that sounds pretty cool too. Really, really cool. What was the game for you growing up that you were like, man, I wish I would like to do. I would like to make a game like this of like a horror game from back in the days. Who wants to go first?
I can.
Sure.
I
Sure.
Resident Evil 2.
Ooh, that's a good
The
one. That's a good one.
Yeah, like this is the game that changed all my life. Like I was maybe 10, 11 years old. I don't remember. Maybe even less than 10, maybe even 8.
Yeah.
And my cousin came with the PlayStation to my grandpa house on the vacation, and like his mother said, yeah, there is some game, like some girl shooting to zombies, nothing scary, it's okay. And, okay, yeah. And we need to play on the black and white TV because my grandpa doesn't have anything other.
Yeah.
So my first contact, with Resident Evil 2 was on little black and white TV, and
Nice.
I was amazed. Like from that time when we played this game, I love survival horrors. I love Resident Evil. I love zombies, and I love horror like in general. Yeah, I starting reading the books about voodoo, about monsters, about everything. I'm still not crazy because of it, yeah, but this is something that really changed everything. And in a way, it's, one of the ingredients to where I am now.
Really, really
Cool.
cool.
Cool story. I've got to maybe not similar because I'm also we are Bloober horror fans. I'm a big horror freak since I was a kid. When I go to and borrow the VHS movie Hellraiser.
Ooh, Hellraiser. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It was super super scary. I was very young and very afraid of it, and yeah, and it started my love to horrors. And when I'm thinking about the game that had the most impact on me, it will be Silent Hill 2. So yeah, 2.
Yes. But great choices.
Second parts. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For me, Silent Hill 2 is one of the best games ever made.
Yes.
Because of its great atmosphere, music, yeah, and story. This is something really cool, like a psychological stuff. When I first played the game, I didn't understand it. Yeah, I was disturbed by the imaginary of the monsters there, of those feeling of this is something like an uncanny, disturbing. Yeah, when I grew up, I then understand the psychological point of this game, and I was even more flattered. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is something really really crazy, great piece of art
Yeah.
that inspired me forever.
Yeah. No, definitely. They're great choices, man, by the way. I'm going to, a very quick story how I discovered you guys. So one day, um, they sent me a Steam machine. So they were like, "Oh, here, Danny, check it out." And I was like, it was around October, so I was like in the mood to play a scary game. Like, all right, I'm gonna go to Steam to see if I find something scary. And I found Layers of Fear, and I played it all night. I finished it that same night. I remember playing in the dark. I had headphones on and everything, right? And then I was like, okay, I get it. I get what they're trying to do, man. So then years later, Layers of Fear 2 came out, and also Blair Witch, and I just really enjoy your games, and especially this one too, because I like that you guys are trying to do new things, not just the usual first person. It's good to change up, I think. So I had a great time playing the game, and I can't wait for you guys to release more games in the future, because we need these type of games, man. There's not enough. There's not enough out there, So when I heard it was you guys, I was like, oh man, that's it. This is gonna be official. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good. So,
Whoa, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You made us blush right now.
It's good. It's good. No, but congratulations, and for more information about the game, where the best player people could go.
More information about the game.
Yeah, about the Medium.
Medium, yeah.
Yeah. I think you should try our Twitter, for example, or the mediumthegame.com, I think.
Yeah, or even like Facebook page. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Or like using internet.
Just search online. You'll find it.
I think just like the game now is really polarizing. Like a lot of people really love it. A lot of people really don't understand it, I think, or don't like it, and it's okay. So it's really good time to see for yourself, where you think you are.
Yeah, and I think right now, even you don't have to search too much. You just need to launch the Game Pass, and you can try the game.
I just want to
almost
say
for free.
Yeah.
You just wait. Game Pass, play the game, and let's see.
Yeah, Game Pass to me is like Netflix, man. I'm like, oh man, I just want to watch a good movie. Let me just download or stream this, and it's the same thing. I could just go and try out the Medium and just go from there. At least you try it out, right? So
yeah,
very cool. All right, man. But thank you so much for the interview. It was an honor to have you guys on, man. I'm a huge fan, man, and I can't wait for the future, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was also an honor for us. So
Awesome.
Take care in these crazy times, and hope
you too.
talk to you again in the future
with
the next scary shit. Thank you.
Thanks.